Welcome to this video on winning SBIR STTR grants. This is your roadmap to federal R&D funding, offering a step-by-step guide to preparing competitive Phase 1 and Phase 2 applications. Chapter 1 covers the SBIR/STTR landscape, fueling American innovation. We will review what these grants are and the opportunity they represent. SBIR, or Small Business Innovation Research, funds R&D entirely within the small business, retaining full ownership of the technology. STTR, Small Business Technology Transfer, requires a formal partnership with a nonprofit research institution to collaborate on the research. This is a massive opportunity, with $4 billion distributed annually across 11 federal agencies. SBIR/STTR is the largest source of early-stage technology funding in the United States. The process follows a three-phase journey. Phase 1 focuses on feasibility, with $50,000 to $275,000 over 6 to 12 months. Phase 2 is R&D, with up to $1.75 million over 2 years. Phase 3 is market commercialization, with no direct funding. SBIR/STTR awards are competitive contracts, not charitable funding. They require genuine technical innovation and a realistic commercialization plan. If you lack a customer plan, SBIR/STTR may not be the right fit yet. Chapter 2 focuses on eligibility. Are you a fit? We will review the requirements to ensure your company and personnel qualify. To be eligible, your company must be a for-profit entity, U.S.-based, have fewer than 500 employees, and be 51% U.S.-owned. All 4 criteria must be met. The principal investigator must be the technical lead and dedicate over 50% of professional effort to the company during the award period. STTR allows the PI to be employed by either the small business or the partnering research institution. This quick check confirms the 4 non-negotiable requirements: 51% U.S.-owned, under 500 employees, U.S.-based operations, and a for-profit entity. Confirm your status before investing time in a proposal. Chapter 3 covers navigating the application process. We will break down the core proposal components and critical instructions. A winning proposal has 5 core components: a clear innovation statement, a feasible research plan, a commercialization plan, a justified budget, and strict compliance with all requirements. The Notice of Funding Opportunity, or NOFO, is your primary guide. Ignoring NOFO-specific instructions is a common reason for administrative disqualification. Read every section carefully. NIHSBIR/STTR submissions require a standardized package of forms. These include forms for the core application, administrative details, project information, personnel profiles, budget, research plan, and program-specific data. With a 17% Phase 1 success rate, specificity is key. Proposals must include specific milestones, named or clearly described target customers, and quantitative preliminary data that de-risks the research. Welcome to Chapter 4, Crafting Your Phase 1 Application. Phase 1 is about proving the technical feasibility of your concept, not building a finished product. Phase 1 awards range from $50,000 to $275,000 over 6 to 12 months. The core goal is singular: prove your concept is technically feasible to justify the larger Phase 2 investment. Remember, Phase 1 is about proving the science is sound. Key elements of a Phase 1 proposal include specific aims, which is a compelling summary reviewers read closely. Significance articulates the problem and impact. Innovation distinguishes your novel approach. The approach and timeline detail the methodology and milestones. Finally, preliminary data de-risks the project and boosts confidence. Budgeting for Phase 1 must align precisely with your research plan. Personnel costs are typically the largest category and require justifying effort levels. Equipment and supplies must be listed with specific cost justifications. Ensure scope alignment, as reviewers flag over or under-resourced budgets. Chapter 5 focuses on building your Phase 2 application. Phase 2 transitions from feasibility to full research and development. Phase 2 offers awards up to $1.75 million over a 2-year period for sustained R&D. Core deliverables include a working prototype, validated performance data, and a refined commercialization strategy. Strong preliminary data from Phase 1 is essential for success. Advancing to Phase 2 requires leveraging Phase 1 results with concrete data and refined plans. Develop a functional prototype, not just a proof of concept. Crucially, detail a stronger commercialization strategy with deeper market analysis and customer validation. Phase 2 reviewers scrutinize your team's ability to execute at scale. Highlight the expertise of all key personnel, name new hires or partners, and detail facilities and equipment. Show a credible path to scaling operations toward commercialization. Chapter 6 covers the commercialization pathway, Phase 3 and beyond. This stage is where innovation transitions to market. Phase 3 is about bringing your federally funded research to market. Although there is no dedicated funding, success is achieved through follow-on contracts and procurement agreements with government agencies. SBIR credibility also attracts private investment. SBIR-funded companies retain ownership of their intellectual property. This limited government license is an advantage, creating a protected commercialization window. It can lead to sole-source procurement contracts, a direct path to government revenue. Chapter 7 focuses on common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Understanding and mitigating risks is critical for a strong application. Pitfall 1 is skipping the eligibility check, which can waste weeks of writing. The solution is simple. Verify all company and PI requirements before you start. 5 minutes of review can save 5 weeks of wasted effort. Pitfall 2 is writing generic proposals without specifics. Generic claims score poorly, as reviewers identify filler language quickly. The solution is to replace vague claims with concrete details, such as named customers and quantitative data. Specificity signals credibility. Pitfall 3 involves unrealistic or unjustified budgets, raising red flags for reviewers. The solution is to build your budget from the work plan, ensuring every line item is traceable to a specific task. Justify personnel effort, equipment, and subcontract rates clearly in the budget narrative. Pitfall 4 is submitting a weak commercialization plan. The mistake is citing large market sizes without demonstrating real customer engagement. The solution is to show validated demand, including letters of support, quantified accessible market data, and a specific go-to-market strategy. To summarize the pitfalls, avoid skipping eligibility, which is solved by verifying all requirements. Replace generic language with concrete data. Align your budget precisely with the scope of work. Finally, provide validated customer interest instead of abstract commercial claims. We move now to Chapter 8, Maximizing Your Chances of Success. This chapter focuses on strategic positioning and process optimization. 4 key strategies for winning include knowing your agency's mission and tailoring your proposal to their priorities, building a strong team with complementary skills, seeking early feedback from program officers, and iterating and refining your proposal based on prior reviewer comments. Top awardees treat grant pursuit as a discipline, forming a winning cycle. Start preparation 3 to 6 months in advance. Request reviewer summary statements after every decision. Reuse and refine your core narrative across multiple submissions. SBIR STTR grants are powerful tools for commercializing breakthrough technology. Prepare rigorously by verifying eligibility and studying the NOFO. Execute strategically by aligning with agency priorities. Persist purposefully, knowing that most winners were not first-time applicants.